I feel like the next relationship I get in, I'm gonna put it on contract. It's gonna be like a, yeah.
What is this contract? Yes, Sirski, you already know it's Ivy Rivera, checked in from New York City at the iHeartRadio headquarters, and I am here with the one and only Armani White. I need some love, yes. How you feeling?
I feel good. I feel amazing.
Oh,
after
man.
that intro, I feel even better. I ain't gonna
Right?
lie.
It's the round of applause.
Yeah,
It's the
the
energy.
one and only. I never been a one and only before. I thought there was a few other ones.
Nah, I mean, there's only one Armani White. Like, stop
Yeah,
playing.
yeah.
I mean, the energy is crazy right now. You have an EP out.
Yes.
I really just want to kind of scale it back because the superstardom just went real fast.
Real fast, right? You seen that?
Real stylish.
Real stylish.
So talk to me about like this new life that you're living. I mean, we've been grinding for a minute.
Yeah, for sure.
But now they always say it comes at you fast.
Yeah, now you jump out of black cars. Now, you know what I'm saying?
It's
like
different
now. You
now.
switch your forces out every day. Like, yeah, like now it's
Every
two rollies
day?
on you. Like now it's a little different. It's a baby flex though. They said this, it's a baby flex. I mean, it's the day to day didn't really change though. Like it's just it looked different, but I still do the same things. Like I swap my cereal, my milk out for applesauce when I'm eating cereal. Like I do weird things like that, but I still do.
Wait. What?
Yeah, what I
Say
said.
that again?
I'm lactose intolerant, so I can't drink milk. So instead
So
of
you
milk,
eat cereal with applesauce?
yeah. You gotta try it. It's fine.
But like they have lactate.
Uh,
Applesauce and cereal is
What you-
new for me.
What you like? You don't got no weird food that you eat. It's like you don't put two things together. That's like my jail. That's my version.
That's
like
scary. That's jail food?
Yeah, it's like that's like my chi-chi. Like yeah. I made a little concoction.
Oh my
Especially-
God. That is interesting. My stomach is already like,
Alright,
nah,
my
sis.
stomach.
No, but congratulations.
Thank
I
you,
do want to
thank you.
give you your flowers. It's always inspiring to see someone's dreams come true right before their eyes,
Yeah,
right?
thank
And your numbers are crazy.
Thank you.
It's
thank
not
you.
even like I'm emerging. It's like I'm here.
Nah, for sure. I'm definitely here.
It's a little scary. Like, what is the thought process when you see how fast your numbers grow?
It's a quote. It's like losers get lucky, winners do it again. And I be thinking about that when I'm, you know what I mean? Like when I'm putting these numbers on the board, it's just like, all right, let's do it again. Let's do another one. Or let's just raise the bar. Like, because with Billie Eilish, it was a scale of like, at first it was 1 million views. And it was like, well, how I get 1 million views that fast? Then it went to 2 million. Then it was 10,000 pre-saves. Then it was 20, 30, 40. The song right now is at, I want to say globally, like 800 million
Talk
streams
about
or
it.
something like that. Some
Talk
billions
some,
and billions of views. Like, bees, like big bees on it. It's the big Blanco. So every time you do it, it's just like, well, can he do it again? And I just, we just raised the bar. Yeah.
Where were you? What was that moment like when your phone started going crazy and the notifications was just out of control?
I was in the gym when it first happened. I was watching the numbers. Like I'm laying on the bench, waiting the bench versus my turn, but I just keep refreshing the page. Another 30,000, another 50,000 views, another 100,000 views, and they like, bro, lift the bar up. You know what I mean? Like, but
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I said, hold
I'm
on,
going
bro.
viral right now.
Yeah, you're not famous. You wouldn't understand. I apologize. Like, yeah. that was my the first Billie Eilish moment. Like when that was all taking place, I was in the gym just like watching life like slowly shift. It didn't really hit me that like I'm him. Like how I arrived until I got back to Philly. I went out and we did a promo run and like we did it down south. When I came back to Philly, I was at a Jamaican store. It's a little Jamaican store on the corner that I usually get my food from. And the guy in front of me just grilling me, like just staring at me looking crazy. So I'm staring at him back, but then I'm like, all right, we've been staring for a while. I'm just turning away.
Right.
He pulled his phone out. I look down at his phone and it's me on his phone. Like he like types something in, it's me on the phone. And he looked
That's
back up
always
at me.
weird.
Looked back up at me. He said, yo, you Armani White. And I'm from Philly, so like it's a tough city. Like we got this the culture. Like you don't want to be Joe, you don't want to be, So he looking at me like, yo, you Armani White. I said, yeah. He like, all right. Like, you tough, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Like you, that's the most aggressive compliment I ever got in my life. Like, but
I
yeah,
love it.
like that was the when I came back home, I was like, oh, it's different now. Like people know who I am. Like before, I was just under the radar. I could do whatever I wanted, but
Now you gotta,
now,
keep it on you.
Yeah, man. Listen,
No, man, this is really, really crazy. I've been looking at the story of you and just like your sudden growth and, coming from Philly. And I feel like one of the things that a lot of artists now, when they use samples, like samples are heavy in music. And a lot of times the producer brings that beat to them where they don't know the source. They don't even know that this existed before, right? When I heard Billie Eilish on the radio, I'm like, oh, they throwing it back.
Yeah, for sure.
Nori.
For sure.
And then I hear, I'm stylish. And I'm like, wait a minute, who's this?
right.
Reeling it back to a moment where you have Nori putting down his microphone on the podcast to jump in the booth and give you your flowers.
Yeah.
That was different for me.
Nah, that was fire.
I've never experienced that before.
Yeah.
That is like on a track. It's not
he
like
retired or something, right? Like he ain't even doing this no more.
He's not doing music. He is Drink Champs heavy number one podcaster. Like
tapped in,
he literally said, "This was my hit, but it's yours now."
Yeah.
Something like that in the remix.
Of course.
Party. Like it's great. It's great. And I love that. Like for me, I'm a crybaby. Like any milestone, like I'm gonna be like, ugh.
You think
like,
I cried?
What is relax.
You try to say you think I cried?
Did you cry? No, but what's that feeling when you're getting acknowledged by OGs? Because that remix is also heavy. Outside of Nori, you got Ludacris, and I know that you have a lot of inspiration from him.
Absolutely, yeah.
And then you have Busta Rhymes. That's heavy.
Nah, it was dope. I think a lot of it was Nori was a catalyst to a lot of. I mean, obviously I used the song, but like once we did the hip hop awards together, it was like validation. Before that, even when they bought me out, it was like TikTok. Like Fat Joe gets on the mic. TikTok is very heavy in the culture, and I'm like, why do they keep saying it's TikTok? But I think that was the validator because before that they didn't know. Like you knew the song. Everybody at this point knew the song, but you didn't know what it looked like, who it was from, where it came from, and it was like, oh, this is like a young rapper from Philly. And it started to kind of bring it all together and make it make sense, and it started to, like that's where I think a lot of the respect was breeded at. This isn't just like somebody bought me a beat. Like I picked that sample out, you know what I'm saying? Let's do this, let's put the drums over on this one, and I already got the flow that I'm going to run with it. That moment, I think, is what, right after that, was when Luda sent the verse in, and then Busta sent the verse in, and that was just kind of like, that was a personal thing for me. It was just, like you said, these were pillars that I really like looked up to, like growing up, like and listening to music. Like Ludacris and Busta Rhymes, they both stood on like the outside or like the outer perimeter of just what hip hop was and sounded like back then. So right.
And I know like a note about you is you like to create happy hood music, and they really like fall in that category.
Exactly, right.
So it's just like
those are
the synergy was crazy.
Happy hood music,
Right. And it's so funny because like Fat Joe, how he would say like TikTok is so heavy. You got to understand, like for OGs, they trying to get on the trend, right? Imagine TikTok being in the 90s.
The thing is, like, it's a the term TikTok rapper, like the music that TikTokers make, it wasn't my music. You know what I'm saying? Like that wasn't like it was a song that I made specifically for TikTok. Even when I was on TikTok, my whole thing was like, all right, y'all doing that, I'm gonna do it this way. Everything I did in TikTok was just like, it was authentic to me. I only did I made these little journal videos, like being like Philly Boy journals, Philly Boy diaries, and then I started doing that. Even when I did the TikTok that blew up, it was just me in the studio with my homies. So I mean, I understood it like as that, like, this is what blew up on the TikTok. But I'm like, man, listen, on TikTok, off TikTok, we doing numbers, we rapping circles around them. We like, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot more than just like I'm on this app.
Right. I want to reel it back to your upbringing, West Philly. What was that upbringing like? I know you were really close with your grandmother.
Yeah, me and my grandma was.
Me and my grandma.
Me and my grandma, I call her Nana. Me and Nana was tussling for a lot of my childhood, though. Like we was, my grandma loved hard. Like she just mean. Like you can even hear it. You can hear it in the intro. She's mean. She's like
silly bees.
Yeah, silly bees. Sleeping on the floor. I'm like, damn, grandma, chill out. Like she one of them. So I'm really close with my family in general. Like my grandma, my mom, me and my father, my grandfather. Like I'm really close with just family. Like I hold them very near and dear to me. So growing up in Philly was a lot of it was just spent with the family in church. Like that was like, it was Sundays. My grandma, my mom was the youth ministry leader, so then had to do all the youth events, vacation Bible school, all that.
Man.
But outside, when we left church, we was terrorizing the neighborhood. If you Google it, like flash mobs, we was in the flash mobs back then. Like we was just running around downtown, just like, I don't know, just making it hard to own a business.
That is hilarious.
But yeah, we was outside.
Wow.
We was outside.
I love that for you. That's a good upbringing. It's pretty solid to me.
A little duality, you know what I'm saying? Had a little
bit of this, a little bit of that.
Yeah.
Like
we had
make
a
the parents happy, but I'm gonna do what I want to do.
Right.
I love that. What was the moment where you realized that music is what you wanted to do? Like you was gonna go all in? I've
been rapping since like second grade. I grew up in the church, so I was like on the choir. I was always like my Like before me, it was my uncles, it was my grandfather. Everybody was in music. It was always a thing that I said I'm going to do. At the time, I was like trying to get my other friends. Everybody wanted to be a fireman or something when they grew up. I was like, no, just rap, bro. I'll write it for you. I had some cousins that moved down they came down for the summer from California, and they showed me, I think it was like MySpace at the time. And it's like, it's real early. I'm young, but just seeing MySpace and seeing how it like opened up access for the entire world. You got to I had a little girlfriend out in Phoenix. Like it was all these things
top
that
8.
Right, I had my top 8. Like it was all these things that I just didn't have access to just being in Philly. That's what kind of made all of this seem a little more accessible and a little more possible and real. It was like, yo, you can utilize the internet to achieve the things that you can't achieve in this city. And that was still early. That was like middle school.
Right.
So yeah.
Oh, so you had them dreams.
Yeah. It was always this. Like I ain't had no plan B and none of that. Like yeah.
I love that. How is it your family like being receptive to this new life of yours?
It's a love-hate. Like they love it. They especially love it for me. But I like to put them in situations where like they kind of uncomfortable. Like my mom, she now they go to her for money and stuff like that.
Oh,
I'm like,
man.
Yeah.
Oh,
like,
man.
I love it. I love watching it.
It's so crazy.
Yeah.
I feel like, why is it that they really think that we just out here like,
Oh,
come get what you
right,
need.
Exactly. On top of it's like the more money you make, the more money goes out. It's like I spend
More money, more problems.
I don't think they really think about it like that, but they've been having a good time with it, and I'm taking them places they get to experience things. My mom finally acting like an adult and got a passport, so I'm going to take her some places this summer. Yeah, it's been fun. It's been fun.
The stardom is crazy. I know the girls are all over you.
I'm all over them now.
You all over them? Oh my God! Like what's life
chilling.
like?
I be chilling. I just got out of a little relationship, so I be chilling. Like I don't be doing too. I don't have time for like the way I look at it.
Say you don't have time is crazy.
Cause like it's like the amount of requirements that I feel like women need, for me to be involved with them. I don't have that on me, but I feel like the next relationship I get in, I'm gonna put it on contract. It's gonna be like
What is this contract?
Because like
let's describe
I feel like things in perpetuity. It's like it's easier for it to fall apart. Like if I know I got 6 months with you, we gonna live that 6 months out. Like we gonna have a good time in that 6 months. If it's like, yo, you got me for the next 60, 70, 80 years, I'm like, I don't know if I'm gonna be around 60, 70, 80 years. So it's like, like then you start thinking like, should I? For me, it's like I think we do it on contract. I get like a 6 month break. Like and then at that point we can extend the contract, we can renegotiate, we can, that's not making sense to you? Everything else in life is on contracts. Literally everything else.
My heart is thumping.
This stuff, but it's making sense.
I'm not sure. If I was presented with a contract, I might lose it.
What if it's in your favor?
How is it in my favor? What's established in this contract outside of just the timeline? It's like mandatory phone calls?
Yeah, no, like this mandatory, like, whatever the things is out of bounds for you, you put that in the contract. Like, yo, don't be seen doing this or that. You could put a little penalty for cheating, things like that. Like in a relationship, you put it in, and then you could put your sunset agreement. Like, we split up. I still got the next 3 months with you. Like, yo, I just think it makes sense. It makes sense to put everything else on contract. Like imagine if you walked into your crib, right? So you just run in a new apartment and you like, yeah, like let's not put it on contract, but like you vibe with me, here. Like you feeling my vibe, like you just let me stay here for a couple months. Like you like crazy, right? Like what? You know what I'm saying? So like if you gotta put that on contract, gotta put anything serious in your life.
You thought this through.
Yeah, all the time. I wrote a contract. I drew a contract up.
Oh, I need to see a copy of this for fun, just for eyes.
If you're ready to take that step in your life with me, then I present you with that contract.
Yo,
but
my goodness, that's new.
I'm drawing up the contract. I draw up the contract.
Drawing up the contract for love. This is new.
I draw up an Armani White.
Jesus.
Yeah. I draw up a contract. Don't worry. We'll take care.
Hold up, y'all. Hold up.
I draw up a contract.
Man, you living a life right now, and I love it for you. You don't deserve no relationship right now. You gotta go live your life. Focus on you.
Yeah, like I don't know. Like the car come with 2 seats for a reason. I can't have nobody in the other seat. Like.
So you have a single out now, Silver Tooth, ASAP Ferg.
Yes.
What a movie.
Yes, thank you.
Oh my, the Bow Wow take you home.
Yeah, I ain't all the way Harlem Shake yet, but I've been learning. As
because that's that Philly stuff. Yeah. It's all right.
Yeah.
But just don't do it until you're absolutely sure.
No, I'm in training right now. I've been doing master classes.
Yeah. Shoulders gotta be active.
You Harlem Shake?
Oh, do I?
Do you? I'm waiting to.
I'm not about to do a show until, like, I have to be in the mood.
You can't talk heavy.
It
like,
has to be a moment.
And then just not.
I mean, you talk heavy all the time.
Yeah, but I do it.
And I do it too. I'm just
But
not
I've
going
been
to do it
doing
right
this
now.
whole
This ain't
time,
about
you see what
me.
I'm saying?
This is about you, Armani Blanco.
I
Come
know.
on.
So make this my good interview in Harlem Shake.
Listen, I'll probably do it after the interview, you know what I'm saying? A little show and tell
Right,
or
okay,
whatever.
okay, for
But,
sure,
you
for
know,
sure.
we here, we vibing.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? We focus on you.
Okay.
You trying to put me on the spot. It's crazy. Tell me about the link up between you and Ferg.
Ferg's my dog. Me and Ferg was like, we was just talking about working together before the record anyway. We start talking about battle rap in Philly. Like we start talking about like, you know, just coming up from Philly, coming up from Harlem. But it was like
It just happened.
Yeah, it just was like it happened as far as a friendship relationship. We got the same management. So it was close knit. I had made the record. I was like, bro, it's perfect. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, and it had a little Harlem Shake vibe to it. He from Harlem, so I flew out to LA. We had to fly out to LA anyway, and came down to the studio. He did it on the spot. It's hilarious.
I love Ferg. Watching
people do their verse on the spot is hilarious because you're like, you know, you just be in there like, no, I'm like,
Yep.
Yeah. So we sat in the studio for like an hour while he did
Punch
that.
me in.
Yeah. So we sat in there for like an hour while he did that. And it was just like we had one.
Listen, the Road to Casablanca was
Road to
a very
Casablanca.
solid piece of work.
Thank you.
And
thank
I'm
you.
very critical.
No.
Like, I am
Super
very, like, a music enthusiast. I
Yeah.
do not play. I cannot lie.
Okay.
It was very good.
Thank you.
So, I'm going to give you my
little golf clap.
little
See, the
golf
Rolex
clap.
is getting on you again. My bad. Little
All right,
golf clap.
what's the angle so I can avoid
No.
it?
It's me. It's me.
It's you. It's
me.
you.
I gotta
Oh,
watch
I
the wrist.
see
Though.
it. Yeah,
Don't worry.
it's the glare. Keep it in your pocket. Keep it in your pocket. It's all right.
Nah, thank you. It was real fun making Road to Casablanca, but we did it in like pursuit of Casablanca, the actual project, the actual album that we rolling out later this year. It was just like, you know, I wanted to give a peek into the world of the music that I've been creating at the same time. Like I was in this transitional phase of like all these things is new to me. Like I'm walking around with the pantyhose, the Pooh Shiesty man's going all day. So like all of these things is like still new to me. I'm still like, you know, so instead of me being in that world where like, you know, just like being in the middle of the tunnel where it's like street lights on one side, stage lights on the other. I'm like, I want to arrive at Casablanca with everybody else. You know what I'm saying? So right now it's like, let me give you the road. Let me help you, you know, bring you on the road and give you a peek in through the door, but we all arrive at the same time.
For me, it's more like a long story short of who you are.
Yeah.
Like I could pick up like the church upbringing.
Yeah.
I could pick up the family. I could pick up like just like who you are like as an artist down to how crazy you are as, you know, someone in a relationship with Rob your ex.
That's me.
That was a little...
I stand by mine. I stand for sure.
You ever did that?
I wrote a song about it. I stand
careful, y'all.
I stand by mine.
How'd your kids, how'd your wife?
No. I stand. It's you know, like if I'm in a relationship, I'm in a relationship. Like that's a fact. So
Yeah, that
but,
contract heavy.
Yeah. So it's a couple pages to it. It's a couple. Your lawyer got to look it over. My lawyer got to look it
It's
over.
real thick.
Yeah.
It's not one page.
Yeah, nah. But it was without having to just like verbally say who I am. It was like, let me give you the different layers of who I am and all different facets. So it's like, yeah, you have the church elements, and then you have the relationship elements, and then you have, you know, like it's happy hood music, so I have to show both sides. But then you also just have like, there was a version of me, again, when I talk about arriving, it's just like being able to accept who I am now. Like being able to be like, okay, this is who I was. This is what inspired me. This is like, you know, how I was brought up, but this is how I'm proceeding. And that's where you have a record like Proud of Me, where I'm able to say like, okay, like these are the things that's going on in my life right now. This is like, I remember when I was sleeping in this parking lot. I remember when I was doing this. I remember, but now we at the EMAs. Now we at the BET Hip Hop Awards. Now it's Jimmy Kimmel Fowler. Now we on the press run. Now it's me and Ivy sitting down. Now it's like, you know, now it's this moment of my life. You know?
I love it for you, man. Like the growth is real.
Thank you.
And I just wish so much more success upon your life, man. It's Ivy Rivera here with the one and only Armani White. Road to Casablanca is out right now. Make sure you run that up. It's been real. New York City. Talk to me nice, so don't talk at all. It's the iHeartRadio headquarters, and we out of here.